Hey everyone, welcome back to another Battlefield Central episode. I'm your host, Battlefield Central, and this time, we're gonna be looking at the Battlefield reveal. At this point, I'm gonna call the Battlefield reveal trailer the rocket launch trailer is what Tom Henderson, the Battlefield 6 insider, tweeted, because I'm unsure if it will be actual reveal now. After the leaks, a decent 50% of the scenes have leaked, so who knows if they're gonna decide to change it or not. I wanted to give my own thoughts on this actually, and I don't think they will change the trailer. Yes, a lot of it has been leaked, but I honestly think making a new trailer is gonna be a heavy process that actually takes multiple months. So if, the leaking started happening in March, April, and so on, I don't see a way for them making a new trailer in 2 months. Then again, this trailer could be also the first version, it could be fake, and it's very likely possible that the trailer was just a test. I don't think everything is in the clear, and DICE and EA should in the future in June give us more information about it, and especially about Battlefield 6 or Battlefield 2021, if I may call it that, by itself. The screenshots and audio that have leaked are from the same version and date back to beginning of March, where the head of media said she'd seen the first version of the reveal. So it was and still could be the reveal trailer, but I'm approaching with caution. And honestly, I have no thoughts on that. We know is that they said, at the investor call, that they saw the first version of the trailer, as far as I remember, but it was actually redacted. Or if he told what was in the trailer, it would have to be redacted. So take that as you wish. I didn't know what that meant, and we shall know soon. It's only 8 days left until June, and in June we should be getting more news. So only 1 week from now, maybe some teasers starting this week. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping for some teasers in May. But if we go to more news, yesterday Jeff Grubb stated that the Battlefield reveal legitimately got pushed back to June, and this is what Jeff Grubb is stating. And again, take this with a grain of salt. I have no info on this. He believed it wasn't due to leaks, and EA was presented by a different opportunity, and the soon June boom was working backwards. So boom, June, soon, I'm guessing. So it wasn't due to leaks, and EA was presented by a different opportunity. Maybe I'm just thinking the trailer was still in works and we didn't get any release dates at all. But what I do think, DICE and EA shouldn't have used soon, or if they did use soon, they should have made a small 10-second teaser. That's all they would have to do to keep us excited until June. But even now, I'm excited, okay? A couple of hours later, Andy McNamara, the director of communications and at EA, tweeted, "You know nothing, Jon Snow," which basically is a Game of Thrones reference, and it means there is so many things going around, basically teasing us a little, and I love this. I love the teases. What I'm suspecting this means, and I don't want to say anything wrong because people are going to be taking it for granted, but I just think there is a lot of mystery going behind such huge RG that we're going to be seeing pretty much in the future. And we have to go back and see what Jeff Grubb said on this. So let's take a look here.
I've moved that to June 1st. That one, I feel bad about this one to a certain extent. I definitely said it was going to happen last week, and then it didn't. But I think the way EA is talking about it, the way some other people who are tapped into the Battlefield scene are speaking about this, it definitely seems like this is something that did move. This is something they thought was going to happen in early May, and now they've moved it to June. And
So Jeff Grubb here is saying that they did actually move the Battlefield 6 reveal. However, I don't know where he got his sources, because they haven't revealed anything, and they didn't say that something will be coming out of May. This is what we have heavily suspected, though, based on previous games that are incoming.
I have it out here as June 1st. That's the date I've heard most recently, and I'm confident enough about that date to put it on here, but I think I'm going to add the caveat that things do seem to be pretty fluid. Also, I think that date is
I definitely agree with that. I wouldn't say Battlefield 6 development is going bad in any way. I just think they need more time to finish up the trailer. They were already, starting to work on in February, January. These trailers, they take time. Good trailer needs at least 6 months, and if a trailer takes a lot of time, it usually means it's very detailed and good.
For maybe the bigger part of the reveal, and we might get staggered stuff between now and then. There might be some teases. But EA has said as much as June rhymes with soon, in one of their social media posts. So I think Battlefield, we're probably going to see that stuff early June. but I think very early June, so June 1st.
That is awesome news, especially with July coming, with some gameplay. Now, there have been some leaks and even the trailer leaking to a very specific little amounts of people, or only a few people saw the actual trailer early. Now, I don't think that they delayed it because of that. I simply think they're still working on the trailer itself. Tom Henderson, however, has given his own opinion on what he thinks Battlefield 6 trailer looks like. So let's take a look at this.
To talk about, and then yeah, we just touched on the screenshots. So when you first had the vision of the trailer, what is one word that would describe it?
Phenomenal.
Awesome. I think they
yeah, there was when I first started talking about it and stuff like that, there was a lot of people asking, obviously, is it better than Battlefield 1's reveal? Because I think that is considered the best reveal in the franchise, unless, I mean, everyone has their own opinions, but to me, that is the most question, like the most frequently relatable trailer people were saying, is it better than BF1's? And it legitimately looks like a movie. And
so he's saying the trailer looks like a movie based on his leak, or take it with a grain of salt as always, but always Battlefield trailers have been very accurate. This is probably the most worked on Battlefield trailer we have so far. Some people have seen it, specifically people that were working at DICE and people that were working at EA, maybe some other people.
There is no way that I could describe it any different. Just from the smoke visuals to the destruction to the explosions, like everything looked like kind of like Battlefront 2 in the Battlefield universe, but even better. Is the best way that I could that's the best way that I could describe it.
That's awesome, because I mean, DICE has obviously always been known for their graphics, and hear that they're probably doubling down on that.
That's true. Like, DICE has to bring, people into the new Battlefield franchise, and graphics are a huge part of the Battlefield games. It's just insane how much they could put, on an old PS4, on an old Xbox One, or even on low PCs.
Going for realism, really good to hear. So since we have
so there's that, and I definitely do think this trailer, and it has to hit everything right. The trailer, which we are seeing in June, so we're not that far off again, and everything else like the gameplay, it has to hit right, so Battlefield and Battlefield franchise can become pretty much huge for generations to come, or for even the next decades. So to compete with Call of Duty, this game has to hit the sweet spots. It has to be a love letter to the fans. And huge thanks to Crash Games for actually having an interview with Tom Henderson. Now, what I really do think is, and I always keep saying that, in June, we should be seeing the trailer we've all been pretty excited for. I know a lot of you guys are still pretty hyped to see the trailer, and I am myself as well. So far, there wasn't a lot of news to talk about, but soon we will get so much information from EA and DICE that you will have to turn your notifications on. Anyway, until next time, and this is Battlefield Central, sign out for today. Peace, guys.